Well, I am very excited, because this is the time of the show where we have two of my amazing, beautiful, and successful sorors of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated to join us here on FoxSoul's Black Report. Joining us right now is, and you better say the Dr. Wendy Osefo, okay? Because, or if not, it would be a problem, as well as Star Jones to talk sororities, sisterhood, politics, and so much more. Welcome, sorors.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello,
how are you?
How are you? I feel like I introduced you at a chapter meeting or something. I'm sorry, but I'm just so excited to have both of you here. This is just such a big deal. I have my pink and green on. I wear my pearls because I was just like, this is a moment.
Yes, absolutely. I'm rocking my pink and green pin, and my pearls are on display. Of
course.
My
gosh,
I have the pink pearls on as usual, and the pink and green. We just are in the middle of an inauguration watch party, so. We've been having a great time.
There you go.
This is beautiful. I mean, I love it. I'm just so happy. So what an honor to have both of you guys, ladies, here today. Now, I had the honor to speak to both of you. I thought it was going to be separate, but this is even better that we're all here, members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, the first and the finest. I already told my co-host ladies that I was going to overdo it today because, I told them it was just going to be real AKA today. So they're ready. Okay. So,
as you should.
You're never going to out AKA me, baby, because look. Let me show you. I brought the pump.
That's right, soror. Come on.
Yes.
I have the pink and green chucks. Okay.
It's never too much.
You won't get to outdo the AKA today. Not
exactly.
Today.
The other day I came in on J15. I had my pink and green earrings. Melissa got me some pink and green earrings that said "Clutch your pearls." I had my pink shirt, my green suit. I had my AKA socks on. Like I was all AKA'd out. So now moving forward, because I don't want to get too deep into it, because we'll just sit there and talk about AKA all day. Let me ask you guys first. Did you guys have any emotional? Because it was emotional for me. Like I know on Twitter, a lot of other sorors, we're like, we are not going to let people forget that we have a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha in the White House. What kind of emotional moment did you ladies have when you saw our Vice President Kamala Harris being sworn in?
It's so interesting because I told myself I was not going to get emotional. I looked at this day as a day of, the Trump presidency ending and thus restoring our democracy. But when I tell you, when she walked out those doors, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I, at that moment, became just a brown girl seeing a brown woman break history. And I am the mother of 3 children, and 2 of my children are boys, but I have an 18-month-old daughter. And at that moment, when I held her, I cried tears of joy because it's not just symbolic for me, it's symbolic for my daughter that someone who looks like you can achieve. And all I heard was not just ski-weeing, but I heard shatters of glass breaking, because at that moment, soror Kamala Harris broke glass, and it was captured for millions to see, not just here, but across the world.
Oh,
I could not agree more. It wasn't just emotional for me. It was very cathartic because as most people know, I have been Team Kamala from day one. If you came to know the vice president over the past year, you kind of late, because I've actually known her for 30 years since she pledged. We were in Washington, D.C. She was at Alpha chapter. I was at Lambda Zeta chapter. I was a big sister at that time. Actually, she pledged under the program that I wrote as a Second Supreme Anti-Basilisk. So we go way, 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 way back. We go back also to, we both began our careers as prosecutors. And so oftentimes MVP and I would be the only one in the room when we would go to a district attorney's conference or meeting or bar association that was focused on being public prosecutors. And, Black women, we look across the room, we see another one. We already sisters. We fixing each other's hair in the bathroom when there's a break in the conference, because that's just how we do. We've had so many conversations over the years about why we became public prosecutors, and in her voice, in her heart, she has always been Kamala Harris for the people. really what you see is what you get. There's nothing fake about her. There is nothing that's a put on. She takes so very seriously her commitment to America. And I love vouching for her, because when you know somebody that well, you do have the ability to vouch for them. So when I watched her take that oath of office, I exhaled, because she was standing in her. And I know little black and brown girls will never be the same again because of it.
That is so beautiful. Right. And I was actually reading a tweet, because you do not play when it comes to Sora Kamala. We're just going to be first name basis right now, just because we're having this moment. It was a tweet where you said, when you refer to Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, please use her full name and title. She is not Kamala. She is Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. She says, I've never heard anyone call VP Prince Mike in 4 years. So I like how you were like, let's not play around and just give her shortcut. We're going to give her her full title.
Right.
Put some respect on her name.
We're going, because the vice president is just not the kind of person that'll just check you, because she's too busy. But I'm never going to be too busy, okay?
Right.
I'm never going to be too busy to check somebody if they are disrespecting her. And let me be real clear, I'm not the only one.
Okay.
All sisters all around the world will check you with a quickness, because she deserves that level of respect. I saw this poster with 48 white men on it and 1 black woman. That's because she's the 49th vice president of these United States. Do you know that there have been 1,984 individuals who have served in the Senate since 1789? She was only the 2nd black woman, okay? Wow. Out of nearly 2,000 men who had served, men and women who had served in the Senate. She blazes trails everywhere she goes. I could not be more proud to watch her take that oath of office, because I know she means it. I know she means it. I know that Joe Biden has a true partner in every decision that he makes. And that's what he said he wanted, because President Biden, he's hitting the ground running. They have a myriad of issues that they're going to have to deal with. And to see him embrace her intelligence, her history, and make it a part of his administration, I'm so confident that we're in the right hands right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what, Sora Star, it's so great to hear that personal moment that you can like tell us about and speak to Sora Kamala as just a human. We were talking earlier, Melissa was just saying about humanizing Sora Kamala. So it's really great to hear those stories about like how she is as a person and how she is with her friends and of course like other Soras and stuff like that. So this moment is absolutely historic for not just, you know, members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. It's big for HBCUs, other fraternities and sororities, because the entire Divine Nine has come together and do voter registration drives, etc. Can both of you speak to why Alpha Kappa Alpha was the sorority for you? Like, I could go on all day. I know we don't have a lot of time, but Sora, Wendy, can you first tell us like what was it about Alpha Kappa Alpha that was just kind of like, this is my sorority, I need to be a part of this?
Absolutely. Well, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Delta Mu chapter, Temple University. Yes. I am a proud member. I was the former basilisk. For those who don't know, that is the president of my chapter. And for me, it was only Alpha Kappa Alpha. There was no other option, because when you see an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman walk into a room, you don't have to question what sorority she's a part of. It speaks for itself. Not only are we the first, we are the finest. And that is a testament to all of what we do and all of what we continue to do. I said to myself, if I was going to join a sorority, I wanted to be a part of women who are trailblazers. I want to be a part of women who, when I have children myself, I can look to these women as role models. I want to be a part of a sorority as a Nigerian, as an immigrant, that exemplifies what it means to be a Black woman in this country and what it means to continue to blaze trails and go above and beyond hurdles when that time comes. And that's what Alpha Kappa Alpha is. And let me be very clear. Yes, Soror Kamala Harris is an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman, But let us not think for a second that she is not deserving of everything that she has received. And that to me is a testament of what Alpha Kappa Alpha woman is. It's someone who is not out there looking for a handout, but who knows what they want and they go out there and achieve it. So I am proud to be a member of the first and the finest sorority. My daughter does not have an option.
Right, I know.
Let us be very clear. Yeah. She does not have an option. And I will love to just salute and commend every soror who has come before me, who has been there, even Soror Star Jones, who has come before me, because it is women like that that set examples that make it so our sorority continues to be the best till this day.
Absolutely. Soror Star Jones, can you actually comment on that as well about Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated?
Oh, absolutely. I can say without any hesitation that being a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is really what gave me my Star Jones persona for all practical purposes. I pledged AKA at 17 years old in the second semester of my freshman year. So clearly I knew which way to go from day one. I'm one of those kinds of people. And I became Basilisk while still a teenager. And then I became second Supreme Anti-Basilisk, which is the highest ranking undergraduate in Alpha Kappa Alpha. I served under the great Soror Faye B. Bryant, our former Supreme Basilisk. That was the first time I had the opportunity to serve on a board of directors. And Soror Faye and Soror Frederica Wilson, who is also a member of the United States Congress, they raised me for all practical purposes. When we would travel on behalf of Alpha Kappa Alpha, I'd often be roommates with one of the regional directors. And these women, they taught me about poise. They taught me about protocol. They taught me how to speak in front of a crowd. For the first time I ever spoke in front of more than 1,000 people was for Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. They taught me how to apply makeup. They taught me how to make sure my hands and my hair and my skin always looked on point. I actually was raised by the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha in connection. And now, mind you, my late mother is a Delta. And my late mother said, I can't believe that you're going to play the AKA. But she said, but you are such an AKA. Even my mother knew that I was an AKA. And I just, when I think about what it has meant, I can tell you the first time I ever met former President Bill Clinton was as Second Supreme Anti-Basilisk. Faye B. Bryant sat me next to him at the public meeting as Second Supreme Anti-Basilisk. And do you know that President Clinton and Secretary Clinton and I are still friends to this day?
Wow.
Those are the kinds of things that being a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha opened as doors for me. But I just want to point this out. Everyone knows that the Vice President Kamala Harris is the first Black and South Asian woman to be elected Vice President of the United States. However, we in the Black community, we know that our MVP is the first HBCU graduate.
Yes.
We know
That's right.
that she is the first member of the Divine Nine, Alpha Kappa Alpha. We know she is the first member of a Black Women's Social Service Club. She's a member of the Links. We know that she's the first member of a Black professional organization, the National Bar Association. So what I'm telling you is she brings all of Black excellence to the table. Every part of who she is indicative of the village that Black America has born of itself and brings to the table as excellence. That's the embodiment of what we watched on that Capitol steps today.
Wow. Soror Star Jones. I mean, literally, I had to like hold back tears because I got really emotional with that. But just switching gears on the way out the door, Brooke and I of FoxSoul's Black Report, we are very big Real Housewives of Potomac fans. Sorry, Brooke, for bringing you.
We can quote entire episodes.
We can quote.
It's fine.
When I say Brooke and I, we're trying to get Melissa on the train, get her caught up to speed, but we could not have you on the show without asking you, Soror Wendy. Can we see you on the next season? Can you confirm that for us? Let us know. Like, we're on the edge of our seat here.
I will see y'all next season.
All right. Well, like I said, this has absolutely made my day. When this is over, I'm probably going to shed a tear because I don't know, I can feel them coming. So I'm going to wrap this up and tell you, Sora Star Jones, as well as Sora Dr. Wendy Osefo. We cannot forget the doctor because we know
5 degrees.
Okay, 5 degrees.
Okay. You're so funny.
Thank you. No, we absolutely love you, and just thank you, ladies, so much for joining us, and keep representing our sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, with so much grace and poise and dignity. And it's an honor to be a part of such an illustrious sorority. To be able to call you Soars means a lot to me as well. So this was absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And you guys are welcome back anytime on FoxSoul's Black.
Thank you.
On the way out the door, just because.